Hey guys, quick no intro. So this is how you join our family here, and this is how you do it. If you want to do it, check it out. Also, we're on Patreon. Thank you guys so much for the support. Peace.
Can you please go put a shirt on? Put a shirt on. Go put a shirt on.
You're on the way.
Go. You can.
His hair.
No. Okay, we'll go together. Elbows in. 1, 2. Ooh, I felt it all the way.
Yes, you're done.
I don't want it. Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm Sheikha, this is my husband Muhammad. We have an announcement to make, and that is that we have a podcast coming on Wednesday. I think this video is going out on Monday. I don't think tomorrow. Should I put it out tomorrow? Tomorrow night?
Yeah. This is coming out today. You're watching it right now.
Okay, so on Wednesday we are going to release our first episode of our podcast, which is going to be our first podcast ever. I'm very excited and I'm nervous and I'm excited and I don't know what you guys are gonna feel or think. So we just said Bismillah, just the same way we did with this channel, and we just said okay, let's do it. First, it's going to be coming out on SoundCloud and YouTube here. We are going to release the podcast episode also on Spotify and iTunes, but apparently that takes a little bit more time than we expected. So for now, we're just going to put the episodes here. Today, we are actually coming to you guys with a banger, because we have listened to what you want, and you guys really want us to tell our revert stories. So we're starting with my husband, Muhammad. Are you so excited?
Not as much as you.
You were a Christian before.
No.
What were you?
Nothing.
But you believed in God? That was it? But you
No.
never thought about it?
No.
You were an atheist?
Yeah.
You didn't believe in God?
No.
I didn't know that. We don't really know each other that well.
Yeah.
So he was atheist?
Yeah.
Okay. What made you believe in God then? All of a sudden you're like, okay, so you're like, God doesn't exist, astaghfirullah, but yeah. So, and then all of a sudden you're like, okay, God exists and Islam is the truth. What happened there, buddy?
Yeah,
You just felt it? Is that what you were gonna say?
Yeah. Yeah.
Same.
Basically, yeah.
Me too.
So,
And then you started to follow my page, and then I was giving you like low-key dawah. Did you see any of my content, or did you just see my pictures?
the pictures.
That's it?
Yeah.
I thought I inspired you.
A little bit.
I'm learning just as much as you are today.
I was curious about everything, but that train trip changed everything. So.
Oh, we're getting to that. That's my favorite part of the story, because I died, you died. It was awesome. Okay, so we met. If you want like the whole story of how we met, everything, like really detailed, you have to listen to the podcast, because I'm not going to go into those details today.
Okay.
We're just like strictly doing your conversion and not how we started. That's in the podcast. You were interested about everything.
Yeah.
And you met me one time. And I asked you, I said, are you Muslim? You said no, but I want to be, I just need an extra push. I haven't, thought about going through all those things alone. I remember that today, that you said that. I didn't mention it in the podcast because I didn't remember. But you said, I don't want to go through that change alone. And I was like, okay, sorry, are you flirting with me?
Let's marry him.
Just asking me a couple of questions. And then he ended up asking me a couple of questions about Jesus and Mary. And I was like, let me just read the whole chapter of marry for you. You know, there's a whole chapter in the Quran named Surah Maryam about the mother of Jesus. And I basically just read the whole thing with my commentary, because there's some history also, you know, there. And you know how when you read Quran, it's important to read tafsir, or like to get like the back history? Because I just felt like, okay, I have a side note. So I just kept saying that while I was reading it on voice notes, on DMs on Instagram. So yeah, after meeting me one time, this was like 2 days later, because this was on Tuesday. We met on Sunday. On Monday, it was like, oh, it was nice to see you, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
On Tuesday, you had some questions. Monday night, I was in bed. I was going to go to sleep, and then you asked me. So I recorded the whole thing, and you listened to it, I think, on your way home from work on Tuesday.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, so Monday night, he asked me, and I was like, let me just read Surah Al-Maryam for him. So I read it, and I was giving my, you know, commentary in the middle there. And I had no idea that that would be the thing for him to just, you know, everyone right before accepting Islam has a moment where Allah just makes it happen for you. In your head, in your heart, just everything becomes apparent, and then you're just like, of course, this is the truth. I had it. Every revert watching this has described it the same way. Like, we all went through that one point where everything was just like, okay, it fell into place. Allahu Akbar, like, I'm done, okay? So I didn't know that that was gonna be his last piece of the puzzle. So why don't you take me through that? Because we've like briefly touched on it, but we've never really discussed.
Okay.
Or you haven't really brought me in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's Tuesday. You've been at work all day. And on your way home on the train, right?
Yeah, on the train, yeah.
You listen to my voice notes. What happens, and what was the exact moment like when you was like, wow?
I kept listening through the DMs, and I was gonna ask a question. I did, and the next voice note, it was the answer already.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was like, okay, it happened once, okay, sure.
It kept happening.
And it kept happening like 3 or 4 times during a 50-minute ride or something.
Yeah.
And what else can you ask for? You always ask for a sign, and it's there.
Yeah.
So what?
He was like, I almost threw my phone a couple of times. It's like,
I can't explain.
yeah. You just wanted to throw your phone.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to throw my phone when he said that. I was like, really? That's so crazy. I can't believe it. You know, I was like, yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah.
It's so crazy. And then this was on a Tuesday afternoon, and he was going to come see me again on Friday. And at this point, he still hasn't said his Shahada, and during those days, we didn't really talk so much after that.
No.
I don't remember at all talking
So
after that.
I just remember the train on Friday.
Yeah, the train, he was like, what? Okay, I'm done. And then Friday came along. He came, like, it was like 1.5 hour drive, but it took longer because of traffic, I bet.
Yeah.
You were there, I think, at 6 or 7. I think at 6, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. He came to the town that I live. We met at the mall. And we, you know, took a stroll and kind of ended up at the masjid in the town. And then he was like, oh, I wonder if I could go inside. I was like, yeah, but it's closed now because, you know, there wasn't prayer times. And then he was like, no, but like, I wonder if I can I go in there? Am I allowed? And I was like, well, yeah. And then in my head, I was like, play it freaking cool, play it cool. And then in my head, I was like, okay, this is your chance. Ask him if he wants to say the Shahada. Ask him if he wants. So I had like this discussion in my head, and I was trying not to be too, you know, excited. When I have an emotion, everyone will know what I'm feeling, because I just can't, you know. Anywho, so I was trying, so I was like, so when he said that, he was like, well, can I go in there? And I was like, well,
You're white, so no.
no, that's not what it said, stupid. I was like, well, do you believe in one God? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, well, do you believe in all the prophets and that Muhammad, peace be upon him, is the final prophet? He was like, yeah, I believe that. I was like, cool, you're already Muslim. Do you want to say it and make it official? And he was like, yeah, let's do it. So we stopped, and it was this magical moment. It was a unexplainable feeling for me, and I felt something I've never felt before in that moment. And I looked at you, your eyes were shiny, my eyes were shiny, and we said it in English first. I said, repeat after me. And we finished, and then I said, we'll say it in Arabic. And when we said it in Arabic, when we were done, it was really emotional for both of us.
Yeah.
I was crying, you know what I mean? But like, not like crying, but I had like tears in my eyes. And you had tears in your eyes. And then you said something I'll never forget, because it's how we got engaged. You said, I could really use a hug. Like, I really need a hug right now. Remember? And then I said, yeah, I would love to hug you. And then you said, inshallah, I can hug you soon. Remember? And that's how we got engaged. He wants to hug me soon. So after that, we just proceeded to get married, yo. Like, we didn't even talk about it. Like, so are we engaged? Are we gonna get married? It was just like, okay, so the nikah date, should we just do it ASAP? You wanna do? We almost did it in December, like in a month, but we did it in 2 months instead, which we did it in January. But yeah, that was basically it. And then after that, it was just knowledge time, you know? And mashallah, during this time, in 2 months, he learned how to pray. And the only times we would talk on the phone was for me to help you with prayer.
Yeah.
And that was it. And then the first time we obviously got to pray together. And then we met each other 2 or 3 times after that.
Yeah, family stuff.
Yeah, family. He met my family, I met his family, and that was it, basically.
The end.
More details, and we're telling the whole story on the podcast, but this was just like the way he kind of stumbled across my Instagram, stumbled into Islam. This is the way Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala works. Like, it's, you don't know where stuff comes from, and it doesn't necessarily make sense, but they just happen, and it's unexplainable and awesome. And look at us now.
Because I'm related to you.
Yes, we are best friend in the whole world.
Nah, like number 3 or something.
Who's number 1?
Martin.
Who's number 2?
Joakim.
We're not friends.
No.
We're enemies.
Okay.
Okay, alright, we're done. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have conversion stories, please let us know. Write me a DM or in the comments, obviously, if it's a long one. Yeah, and if you're interested in Islam, hit me up. I got you. Inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will guide you to this way of life and the straight path of life. And yeah, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Leave a comment and subscribe to our channel. Let yourself know every time we get a new video and push the notification button.
But
Bottom.
bye, senoritas.
Bye. Assalamu alaikum.
So remember to check out our description box for the links of our Patreon and how to join our family. Thank you so much for your support. We really appreciate you. Bye. Thank you guys so much for watching, and that was all we had for now. Let us know what more content you guys want down in the comment section, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to our channel if you already haven't. Love you guys so much. Thank you for your support. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.